Breece Hall is officially out, which means Braelon is officially in. And if you've been waiting for a savior as you walk into Bimageddon 2.0, you've got your savior. You might have two saviors if you watch this show, because Isaac Gurendo and Braelon both could be capable top 6 to 10 running backs this week. And you might have yourself a dilemma upon dilemmas trying to figure out how to get one, if not both of them, into your lineup. The Fantasy Football Show, breaking news edition, emergency Braelon and Isaac Gurendo edition begin right now. File on in.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live!
Monday through Friday,
8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever.
Breece Hall.
Please report to the moon.
8 foot tall.
Braelon is set to start for all of you in dire need of a RB as you walk into injuries, as you walk into Bimageddon 2.0. And that schedule right here is right in front of your face. Rough copy this week. Apologize for not doctoring it up and making it look glorious as usual, but you've got your bye weeks down here, tons of players on a bye. You've got your schedule right here. You've got so many potential dilemmas on your hands, and it couldn't come at a better time, this news of Braelon starting for you if you are a standalone Braelon owner. Now, if you have Breece Hall, you're kind of bummed a little bit. You might be somewhat intrigued by the prospect of different, having something kind of shaken up, right? Because the Jets are stagnant right now, and you're thinking to yourself, well, they're not running Breece Hall appropriately, so I'd rather have them maybe mix things up and ground and pound with Braelon for a week or two, and then maybe I get more production based on the way the Jets have been calling plays. So whether you own Breece Hall and Braelon or just own Braelon, you might be more intrigued this week than you were last week, just by having the mere prospect of Braelon grounding and pounding. And Gurendo, this is going to be quite a week for Gurendo going up against the Chicago Bears. Trent Williams is not going to be available in this game, so that is not good news for Gurendo owners and Grendonites alike. But he's still the exciting, explosive, play, breaking monster 4.3 yard per carry, or 4.3 40 speed type of back that's going to be able to rip off one of those big long runs that maybe, I don't know, Mason couldn't without Trent Williams. So very, very, exciting week for both these RBs and for people that own both of them. We're going to start hitting the super chats, and then we'll get straight into the phone calls and discuss any dilemmas you may or may not have. Joel, appreciate you. Started 0-6, now 5-8, and a win sends me to the playoffs. Good luck to you, Joel. Joel, you got this. Fire up Braelon and Gurendo if you got them. Devontae Smith or Pickens. Pickens is banged up, so Devontae Smith's my pick no matter what, honestly. But both are solid plays if Pickens is going to play. Otten or Hawkinson. I'm probably going to roll with Hawkinson right now, but there is a world where Otten has a nice day. More news to come on the front of Evans, on the front of other injured players that might potentially make dilemmas like that more attractive. So right now, I don't think I'm hesitating on Hawkinson or Devontae Smith, regardless of Pickens and injuries to that wide receiver room in Tampa Bay. I think you got two very solid options that I would lean upon anyway. Hit me with your best questions, your phone calls. The phone number is right here.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
You'll have to forgive me. I'm still battling a pretty tremendously bad cough as we get over the pandemic over here. Braelon or Garrett Wilson, that's a tough call. Ozzy, that's a real tough call. Probably going to say something along the lines of this every time I get that question. There's no right answer. Garrett Wilson is definitely somebody that you can't just discard. He's capable of dropping low-end wide receiver 1 numbers at any moment. So, you can't just shrug off a Garrett Wilson question, even if you've got a Gurendo, even if you got a Braelon Allen. I tend to lean Braelon Allen, but it's not an easy question. It really isn't. 973, what is your name and where are you calling from, 973?
I'm calling from Massachusetts. And my name's Will. Dude, you're the GOAT.
Thank you, Will.
Listen, I got a great question for you. So I'm definitely on this Braelon Allen hype train. Got him off waivers. I don't have Breece Hall, but I'm wondering if I should start Braelon over one of my wide receivers. So I got my flexes. So I got 2 wide receivers, 2 flexes, and I've been starting T. Higgins, CeeDee Lamb, Pickens, BTJ, and DJ Moore. And I don't know if I should put Braelon Allen in for one of those flex spots. My running backs are great. I got Chase Brown,
Breece
Brown, and Bijan. But I'm not really sure what to do. Should I put in Braelon over BTJ or Pickens?
Well, definitely Braelon needs to be in your lineup. So Pickens, as of this moment, I'll pull up the most recent news on George because he is banged up. So you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Also, without having Trevor Lawrence under center, I don't look at BTJ as the same. I think he's a great flex for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Pickens hamstring added to the injury report. Questionable. Friday's addition to the injury report is about as bad as it gets. The simple conclusion is Pickens strained his hamstring in practice and should be considered highly questionable. So no matter what way we spin this, my boy, you've got Braelon Allen in your lineup. It's just a matter of does Pickens end up playing and then you start him over BT, or do you start BT over Pickens? So that's what you got.
I got it. Okay. Listen, man, I want you to keep doing your thing. You're the GOAT. You're hilarious. I love you very much.
All right.
I'm so happy that you picked up.
Thanks, pal.
my guy.
Later. So keep an eye on Pickens. There's no real update on Pickens other than he's just in limbo. What he'll do is he'll run out there, he'll test it, he'll see if he can go. Pickens, old news. It's not old news. There's no update really. It really is when a player like Pickens is added to the injury report as late as he was on Friday, he is going to test out the injury. So that is the update. I know a lot of you Pickens believers out there think you have a line on this. You don't. Pickens is going to test himself. That's it. Whenever you're injured like this, you give it a go. You could have a warm-up that just doesn't feel right and you sit. So relax. But Pickens is not somebody you lock into place and go have a cup of tea on Sunday morning without checking. Okay? Appreciate you all being here. Didn't say thank you, Will. Will's the man. Appreciate you, Will. Would you rather start Gurendo or Braelon Allen? Drip wants to know. I mean, that's close, bro. I would go Gurendo probably, but I love both of them. I want both of them in my lineup, my boy. I want both of them in there. Charles T coming in with a 10 wad. Appreciate Charles. 0.5 win gets me in. Tua, Bijan, Achan, MHJ, DK, Pitts, flex is Walker and JSN. Bench is MVS worthy Braelon Allen. Braelon over Walker, yeah, for right now. You don't even know Walker's going to play, bro. Like, Walker's trending in the wrong direction. Like, Walker's probably not going to play as of this moment. Let me pull up the Kenneth Walker news too. See if there's anything else on Kenneth Walker, and we'll go from there. But I mean, you got to go get Braelon Allen in your lineup anyway, bro. I mean, looking at these options, Walker questionable. Walker's limited on Wednesday's practice and was downgraded to did not practice on Thursday and Friday. I mean, you get downgraded, you're probably not playing. But again, anything can happen. Anything can happen in a warm-up. But bro, you need to put Braelon in no matter what, because Walker's banged up. And they're not running Walker appropriately. And if you got Charbonnet, it's a consideration, but I'd rather have Braelon over Charbonnet, because what are the Seattle Seahawks doing with their run game? Not much. Even if they throw Sharps in there as the solo starter over Walker, because Walker can't play, I don't know that I feel 100% confident that they know what the hell they're doing. So you're starting Braelon Allen, my boy. Braelon Allen. Why does Murray hate MHJ? It's a good question, Charles T. I don't know that it's all on Kyler. I feel like Arizona's play calling is shoddy at times. All right, dial in. I think the phone lines are fixed. Sorry about that. For Superflex, Bucky, Braelon, O'Connell, or Rush. I mean, this depends on your QB scoring. If O'Connell's going to rival like Bucky's, solid scoring, like depending on your QB scoring, you almost have to consider it. But I think if Bucky's playing, I'm playing Bucky. But I love Braelon as well. But if Bucky's playing, I'm playing Bucky. What's up, Igor? You're live. What can I do for you, Igor?
Hey, Smitty, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, thanks for all your help this year. I need to win this week, so quick question.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Igor,
Yeah.
Go ahead. Loud and clear.
Yeah, I have a question. If Walker is playing, should I start Charbonnet or McCormick? I don't have a second running back.
Charbonnet over McCormick. I'm not saying McCormick isn't intriguing. I kind of like him. He's an interesting guy. He runs pretty well. But you got to go Sharp. If Sharps is a solo starter, that's a good play in that situation.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right.
All right.
Igor,
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate
Igor
it.
to the moon. Later, bro.
Thank you, Smitty. Thank you.
Aunt Carter, what's up?
Smitty, what's up?
What's up, pal?
So I need two from the three I'm about to give you. Assuming that our boy K9 is not playing, I have Charbonnet. Then I also have Gurendo and Braelon Allen. Out of those three, I need two.
Yeah, I mean, you've probably heard me say this. I mean, I've said it on this show, I think twice already, that Allen and Gurendo are just top 6 to 10 potential running back plays. Charbonnet, as I already alluded to twice on this show and all week long, and I'm not saying that because I think you shouldn't be asking me that question. I'm just trying to reiterate that I've said this with passion for a week now. Charbonnet is not to be, in my opinion, trusted over Allen and Gurendo because you haven't seen them do well with Walker. And I'm not saying that the changeup sometimes is nice. Sometimes, just getting some different game planning going on. Like, hey, let's go ahead and run Sharps now. And, defenses are expecting us to throw a little more because Walker's not playing. And then we run a little more and Sharps does really well. Like, Sharps did do pretty well when he was solo. But it's definitely a problem that they're not running the ball well. So it doesn't make me think, oh, Sharps is running instead of Walker today. So I'm feeling like they're just going to fix all their problems. So to me, it's easy. It's Allen, it's Gurendo. Those are the two starts. I like Sharp a lot. I'm not saying that in certain situations like some of you guys have, Sharp is pretty good. But your situation's better than most. You got two potential top 10 running backs in Gurendo and Allen.
Right. The only reason why had the question, I get exactly what you're saying, but I feel like even though that O-line for Seattle hasn't been great, I think the Seahawks definitely a better offense moving the ball. I did just see that Lazard back as well, so that might help Rodgers out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. If you wanted to start, let's say, Gurendo and Sharps, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, you ask me, I'm putting in Allen. But, I mean, look, the Jets are in a very similar vein. The Jets have not done well with Breece Hall the last, handful of attempts and goes at it. So you could say the same exact thing I'm saying about Sharps with Allen. I mean, you could. But I do think that Allen is a force to be reckoned with, and he could easily slip into the end zone twice. So I'm starting Allen this week. But it's not a crazy question. I mean, Sharps has proven himself when he's been, counted upon. So I like Sharps a lot, but I'm just gonna go with these two. These are two top 6 to 10 running backs potentially right here. Allen and Gurendo during Mageddon 2.0.
Right. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I think maybe it's also because I traded for Sharps earlier in the season. I didn't trade a lot, but I feel like it's finally the right time to use them. But, I fell into Mason, and then I had Gurendo. I dropped him and was able to get him back. So, and then same thing with Allen. I didn't have him, but he's definitely the more explosive guy. But all right, Smitty, thank you.
Let it bro. Two-time junior. You're live.
Top of the morning, Smitty. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I just want to, first of all, thank you. Your lineup tips and trade tips have put me at the top of my money league, and I'm playing this week for the first round bye.
Nice, two-time.
So thank you.
What can I do for you?
So I need 2 receivers, 1 RB, and a flex. I have London, Ridley, Keenan Allen, Westbrook Akine. I have Barkley, Gibbs, Walker, Allen, and Sharps at RB.
Okay. You said you have Akine.
Correct.
And then who else?
Ridley, London, and Keenan Allen.
Okay. So London, Ridley, Allen, and Akine. And you need how many?
2 receivers, 1 running back, and a flex. I already played Gibbs on Thursday, so.
Okay, I feel like there's more that you listed, though. But if I'm doing 2 receivers, I'm going to go London and Keenan Allen. Or no, I guess London and Keenan Allen, given DJ Moore's injury. But I think you probably go Akine as your flex. But I feel like you're not listing a couple other players, or you told me and I didn't write them down. These are the 3.
I have London, Ridley, Allen, and Akine.
Okay.
Barkley, Gibbs,
but you got those in. Okay.
Walker, Sharps, and Braelon Allen.
Okay. So I like Braelon Allen over Sharps if you need to make that decision. If you're starting both Sharps and Braelon Allen, great. And then London and Keenan Allen and Akine. Probably in that order.
Copy. I appreciate you, buddy.
All right, bro. Later.
All right, later.
Mr. G, you're live.
Hey, Smitty, happy Saturday.
What's up? Thank you.
Hey, so 12-team PPR. Win, I'm in. Lose, I go home. And this week I picked up Gurendo and Allen.
Attaboy.
And I'm currently starting Bijan and Rico Dowdle, and then Gurendo in my flex. I was kind of waiting for the Breece Hall news, and now I'm kind of torn between Dowdle and Allen. Who do you think?
I'm not a huge Dowdle guy. I know Dowdle did well last week, and I admit, the matchup was so good. I should have been a little more optimistic about what he could have done in that scenario. So I take a lap on last week's production. But this is the Dallas Cowboys. They haven't done well running the ball at all this year, except for really last week. I'm going with Braelon Allen myself. But I could understand somebody taking last week and saying, "Oh, I think he's going to turn over a new leaf or whatever," and maybe he will.
Well, they play a pretty porous Cincinnati defense though too. So that's why I'm on the fence on it. It's like, well, he could have another good game this week.
He could.
Yeah.
Trust your gut, but
you would still go Allen. You would still go Allen.
Yeah, I would. I'm not saying it's impossible for Dowdle to outscore him, but I mean, I don't know how much more clear I can be than to create a graphic, a thumbnail, back-to-back live streams. Allen's a top 6 to 10 running back. You know what I mean? Like, what more do I got to say?
That's why I trust that. That's why I trust you, Smitty. That's why I was calling you. One more. Kyler or Winston?
Kyler or Winston? Probably Kyler by a hair. But I mean, Winston's really tough to sit. He does produce fantasy numbers. Like I could get behind either one. They're really, really solid.
Winston's intriguing. I currently have Kyler in, but Winston's intriguing.
Yeah. All right, my boy. Later.
All right. Thanks, Woody.
Jaime, appreciate you. Injury report. I'm officially out week 14 with 2 broken ribs after falling off a truck at work. I got Gurendo Szn off waivers this week. Go Smitty. Jaime, appreciate you dropping that. I'm sorry about your ribs, bro. Hopefully you get better quick and stay off them trucks, bro. Lamb, Gurendo, or Braelon start 1. I'm probably going to go Gurendo myself, but Lamb is hard to sit. You know, Lamb is probably your safer. I don't even want to say safe really, but Lamb's probably your safe play. You drafted him for a reason. Even with the situation, you're expecting him to do well. He's gonna play, but I don't know. Gurendo's higher risk, higher upside. Braelon is right behind him though. You know, I'd probably go Gurendo myself. Lamb is. Can't you get both of them in somehow? TJ Calloway, no super chat message attached, but I appreciate your $2 hauler. Same thing with KF45. Appreciate both you guys dropping blank super chat wads. TJ coming in with a $4.99 though. Says in Dynasty I have Hall but not Allen. Do I buy Allen for an early second? Absolutely, that would be a steal. I can't believe they'd even sell him to you at that cost right now, with given the situation. And you know, it's very safe to have the duo together, you know, walking into next year. I need to pick up two wide receivers and 2 flexes. DJ Moore, Garrett Wilson. Well, DJ Moore is injured. Garrett Wilson, MHJ are your 2 wide receivers. Tracy and Braelon Allen are your, I'd probably go Braelon and Gurendo over Braelon and Gurendo and Tracy personally. 2 running backs are Achane and Kamara. So your 2 flexes. Yeah, I mean, Tracy and Braelon are close. I think you waiver a little bit there if you want, but that's the only place I waiver. But I go with the 2 exciting up-and-coming RB starts. Braelon Allen or MHJ PPR. I'd probably go Braelon Allen for safety. MHJ is a little higher risk, higher reward. Higher risk for doing nothing, but higher reward for having, 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. So MHJ if you want a big swing, Braelon if you want safety. Full PPR start 2, Gurendo, Allen, Pollard. I'm going to go Gurendo and Allen still. I like Pollard. He's a good play, but, maybe Pollard's safer than Braelon if you want safety. But I would go with the two RBs we're touting here on the thumbnail. Bench 1, Braelon Allen, MHJ, Shakir, and bench and Shakir. Always capable, but not somebody I'm starting over those 2. Braelon Allen or DK. Probably go Braelon Allen. Or you could wash this, Alec, and go DK in the 1 league, and then in the second one, Braelon Allen over Shakir. That might be the safe route to kind of hedge your bets a little bit. And DK is not a bad start. So have Bowers, flex McBride, or Devontae Smith. I'd probably start McBride for safety until Devontae Smith gets, consistent for you, because McBride's getting you 10. It's getting you like 10 receptions. He's going crazy. Start MVS, BT, Rome, or Calvin if Pickens is out. Rome's also good with DJ Moore is sitting, so that's tough. MVS has been pretty consistent though. BTJ. I'd probably say MVS is your safe play, Anthony. Maybe Rome is your high risk, high reward, but I guess MVS. But Rome is a nice high risk, high reward play, I think, this week if he's starting. Start 2, Braelon Allen, Gurendo, Tracy Irving. If Bucky's playing, I'm playing Bucky and Gurendo, I think. But really, really tough call. Bucky and Gurendo or Bucky and Braelon. I think Bucky's starting for me. If Bucky's a go, I'm putting Bucky in. I'd probably go Gurendo, but I love Braelon Allen and Gurendo so much this week. One of those guys, suit him up with Bucky, in my opinion. Jennings or Rico. Rico's safer. Jennings is higher risk, higher reward. And Sharbs or Elijah Moore going Charbonnet if he's starting. If he's not starting, then Elijah Moore. Pick 2, Gurendo, Hill, Addison, Kirk, Hopkins. Probably going to go with Gurendo and Hill, I guess. That's tough, though. That's a real tough one.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
That's a real tough one. Let's see if we have any other super chats anywhere. Oh, if you guys didn't know.
Well, no going back now. You sure you want to do this, Kyle? Yeah, we have to. Let's go. Start the procedure.
Donites, unite!
Yeah, we got, you can tell when people don't own, some of the players we're talking about. Like, for example, Allen hype getting way out of control. Tell me you missed out on Gurendo and Braelon Allen and all of those guys without telling me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I know you want to peddle your narrative, but stop acting like you know what's getting out of control and what's getting, under control. Like, that's just crazy. That's just what you call not having any skin in the game. So, DST or 2 for the playoffs. Want to beat the waiver. I don't know, TP. You have to give me examples. I can't give you a list of defenses 2-3 weeks out. I don't have that off the top of my head, to be honest with you. But if you give me a couple pieces of info to look at, I can definitely give you my take. Higgins, Lamb, Cup. Start 2 if no Lamb, going Isaac Gurendo. Higgins and Cup over Lamb for sure. I mean, I like Higgins a lot. I like Cup a lot. If you're going to sit Higgins, sit him for Lamb. Don't sit Cooper Cup. Don't sit Cooper Cup. No one's asking you to start Allen over Chase Brown. If anybody is in here doing that, then shame on them. But let's not blanket talk about how Braelon Allen's getting out of control. You don't even know what he is yet. Braelon Allen to the moon.
Breece Hall.
Please report to the moon.
8 foot tall.
Get buckied. 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 Oh.
Go Bucky.
Hopefully we're bathing in Bucky tomorrow. We get better and better news each week, each day. That he's healthier, stronger, eating more spinach. And then one day we won't have a Bucky news report at all. It'll just be Bucky time.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Yeah, Bucky should be playing, but we're still, again, a lot of this, guys, we're waiting on just other reports to come in. Some of these cases, it's a warm up in the morning. There's no guarantee with some of these guys that are banged up. Questionable is questionable. Warm ups are required to see if players are feeling pretty good. Sean Tucker will be somebody you want to pick up if Bucky does not play. As you can see here. So Sean Tucker will definitely climb up this board if Bucky doesn't play. I'll move Sean up probably around, I don't know, like this territory. Ryan, you're live.
Hey, quick question. How you doing?
Good.
Would you send Olave or Ayuk or T. Higgins? Dynasty?
Yes, I would send either one. And I don't know which one I'd rather have, Olave or Ayuk, because I don't know what Olave is going to be doing. I'd rather have Olave because Ayuk's coming back from the massive knee injury, and he's a head case anyway right now. Like, he wasn't even doing well before he tore his knee up. But Olave, I don't even know what his future holds, but I'd rather hold on to that glimmer of hope for Olave than I guess Ayuk right now. But yeah, Higgins, bro. First of all, Higgins is going to be one of the hottest topics in the coming months. He could go somewhere amazing. Like, who the hell knows? He could go to Buffalo. He could go to, who knows, KC. Who knows? Like, Higgins is going to be a hot commodity. One of the top free agent pieces of news. You're going to want to have your hands on Higgins with that news boiling. And on top of that, like, the trade value of Higgins will be through the roof later once he lands in a new spot.
Very good. Might just send out both offers and see what happens. Appreciate your time.
All right, later, bro. Yeah, good luck with that, though, if that's your idea. 317, what's your name and where are you calling from, 317?
Yo, hey, City. I'm Gator from Indianapolis.
What's your name? Pam or Pan? What is it?
Gator, K, just a K. Gator.
K-Shup?
Yeah.
K-Shup from Indiana?
Yeah.
Okay, what can I do for you?
So I'm looking at my wide receivers right now. Should I start CeeDee Lamb, BTJ, or Akine?
Lamb, BTJ, or Akine? I probably would go Lamb. As much as you want to say Akine's, worth this, and he kind of is. Like, he's been doing it, bro. But I can't sit Lamb. I can't sit Lamb there. I can sit a couple players for Akine, but I can't sit Lamb.
Yeah. I appreciate it, Smitty.
All right, trust your gut, though. And chat, vote for K-Shup. Am I saying that right, K-Shup?
Yeah.
Okay, vote for K-Ship's question in the chat, please. Lamb or Akine? I'm going to go Lamb. All right, later, bro.
All right,
Justin, you're live.
Hey, I got a relatively, quick question. So, if Bucky Irving can't go, when we put in Sean Tucker, are we looking at him and saying, damn, we know this guy's going to get in points. Like, what's your optimism level for Sean Tucker if Bucky Irving is ruled completely out?
If Bucky Irving's ruled completely out, Sean Tucker feels like Gus Edwards. Like, you don't know. Like, could he get you 10 points? Sure. Could he have a bigger game than that? Yeah, but like, are you counting on it with Rachaad White still there? No.
Okay.
I mean, I like Sean Tucker though. There's the potential is there. Like, he certainly could get hot because they do a hot hand thing sometimes, and they could run the hell out of him, you know. But there's also the threat of, like, he doesn't see the field as much as you think. Like, there's still that threat. I mean, you don't start him over Gurendo or Braelon Allen or anything like that.
Yeah, because I had missed out on those other guys, and I got Joe Mixon on a bye, and like my other guy's Chase Brown, like, so obviously he's starting, but like I just needed somebody for that second running back spot.
Yeah. All right, my boy.
Buddy.
All right, later. All right, let's hit this. We got Mills coming over here with the $2 or $5 hauler. Start 2 wide receivers and 2 flexes. Tyreek Hill, DK, JSN, Keon Coleman, Braelon Allen, Isaac Gurendo. Okay, so 2 wide receivers going to be Tyreek Hill, and I mean, I don't know. Chad, are we going JSN over DK right now, or DK off the injury report? We start looking at DK again. I know it's really easy to run away from DK and just say JSN is overtaking him, but I don't know that I feel that way once DK's healthy and on the field. I'm going to say DK. I know it's not going to be necessarily pop. You could go DK and JSN and sit Tyreek. That way you're kind of covering your bases there, but you're putting a lot on Geno. I guess I'd go Tyreek and DK or JSN and DK. That's up to you. And then my 2 running backs are Gurendo and Braelon Allen. And that's a pretty easy call there. So Mills, appreciate you. This one here from Greg. Greg, appreciate you. Allen or Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker is probably not playing, bro. So I'm going to go Braelon Allen. And even if Kenneth Walker played banged up, I'd probably still start Braelon Allen. So I don't think it matters. Nap, what's up? You're live.
All right. So rate these for me. Let's see. JSN, Bucky, Braelon Allen, Tracy.
JSN, Bucky, Braelon Allen, and Tracy. What's the question?
Tracy and Debo.
And Debo.
Rank them. I need one for my flex. Yeah, these are my bench.
1 for your flex? If Bucky's playing, yeah. Bucky's 1. I'd probably say Braelon Allen 2, and it's a crapshoot. These other 3 are really close, bro. But I would probably lean like that. If Bucky's playing and he's healthy and he's not restricted.
And then so you said JSN. What would you put JSN in?
I mean, like I said, he's kind of tied there. I'd probably say he's maybe the 3rd safest.
Okay.
So we'll put him as 3, but all right, bro.
All
right, later.
Yep.
707. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Tovin, and I'm calling from California.
What's up, Tovin?
Bay Area. What up, man?
Okay.
Hey, appreciate the advice on Braelon Allen. I picked him up in both my leagues, so appreciate that. But who am I starting? Amari Cooper or Nick Chubb this week?
Probably Nick Chubb, just because he's a touchdown threat. I'd probably say Nick Chubb, but I mean anything can happen. Those are close calls.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
All right, man.
It.
Later.
All right, later.
I do think Nick Chubb's getting a little bit more trust by the team. He definitely does not look like, the old Nick Chubb at all, but he does fall into the end zone, They do a pretty good job of sending them that way. All right, guys. I'll be back for a later show. I just wanted to do this live stream. Get this official. Breece Hall is out. Video up. Appreciate every single one of you. Get Braelon Allen in your lineups, and I'll see you tonight.
Breece Hall.
Please report to the moon.
8 foot tall.
What has Brown done for you?
They laughed when we said he was about to be an unstoppable force for all to see. With Chase Brown, get up, get down with Chase Brown.
Live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Live whenever big news breaks. You're not first, you're last. Don't forget to get on over to the Patreon. That link is pinned in the live chat. It's in the description of the video.
Well, no going back now. You sure you want to do this, Kyle? Yeah, we have to. Let's go. Start the procedure.
Gurendo Szn unite!